Elite Facts presents
Optical illusions that will mess with your brain. Number 5.
14.
Inverted colors. Here we have a classic. No matter how many times you see this one, it never gets old. For this one, simply stare at the white dot on the woman's nose in the image and don't break focus for 12 seconds. After 12 seconds are up, look at the white space. Ready? Go. Now look at the white space.
13.
The award for the most terrifying picture of a kid goes to this kid right here. Here we have a picture that was taken at just the right time, as when you look closer at the image, you can see that there are two kids in the shot, and one of the kids is hiding under the table with one of his arms sticking up. It's a really freaky image to say the least, but funny nonetheless.
12.
Now, here we have yet another image that was taken at just the right time. So tell us, what's wrong with this picture? It might be obvious, it might not be. We'll give you a second to think. If you said that the smoke emitting from his cigarette is actually a long, winding road far in the background, then you are correct. Clearly, this wasn't something that was caught by accident like the previous two images, but it's still rather well thought out and cool.
11.
Looks like a nice bit of scenery to take in, doesn't it? Although we are curious how they managed to keep trees and other plants to stay on the wall perfectly at a 90-degree angle. No, this is just a smart illusion created thanks to the angle the photo was taken at. As you can see, this man in the photo is actually standing using one hand and his feet resting on the wall next to him. I mean, if you're traveling across the Great Wall of China, you might as well try and take a unique photo while you're at it. Also, can we all just appreciate how much it must have taken for this guy to stand on just one arm while one person took a photo of him? He just looks so casual about it.
10.
Okay, now, yeah, this is sort of vandalism, but you can't deny that this photo is just so satisfying to look at. Now, as you can see, someone has managed to perfectly align the paint on the trees to match either the horizons in the background and other background and foreground objects. It's actually pretty amazing in a sense, as you'd have to be on point with how you're either painting these trees or taking the photo.
9.
Okay, here we have an image of a lion. Pretty nice picture, right? Well, believe it or not, there's something else in this photo. Just look carefully and you should be able to see it. We'll give you a little bit of time to look. Seen it yet? Well, if you flip the image upside down, you'll see that the lion's face also doubles as that of a mouse's face.
8.
We've actually covered these before, but no matter how many designs they are, it still looks unbelievable. So it looks like someone put this staircase into Photoshop and used this circle pattern as an overlay layer, right? Well, would you believe that this was all actually painted across the stairs and walls? Yeah, how awesome is that? Again, you have to be at a certain perspective for it to look like this, as if you're walking up the stairs, it would look like garbage. But you can't deny that it looks really cool from here.
7.
Next up, we have a body paint illusion. Now, is it mind-bending? Well, not really. We'll be the first to admit that, but at first glance, it does sort of throw you off guard, what with the right side of the face looking like a woman's face from the side. Regardless, it's still a cool little effect.
6.
So at first glance, this piece looks like a bit of an eyesore. I mean, you can't deny that it doesn't look cool, as it does have a Twin Peaks vibe going for it. However, if you zoom the image out, you can see that towards the center of the image that the pattern is creating the shape of a skull. This is even more apparent if you move your eyes around the image. Such a simple yet effective illusion.
5.
Now this one at first glance looks like there's nothing special going on. It's just two crappy circles. No big deal. Well, here's something you're probably not expecting to hear right now. Those two crappy circles are in fact perfect. The reason they don't look right is because of the pattern each circle has makes it look as though they're both bent out of shape. Not to mention having one circle within the other doesn't help your eyes any better.
4.
Now this one is a very simple yet effective illusion that's sure to mess with anyone's eyes. So from the looks of it, it looks like there are 4 large squares that fill up each quarter of the image. Needless to say, it is a bit of an eyesore, but trust us, that's not what makes this image trippy. It's a bit of a difficult one to explain, but draw your attention towards the space between 2 large squares. Because of the pattern, you should now be seeing more larger squares forming a sort of diamond shape. Again, it's a bit of a difficult one to explain, so our apologies, but when you see it, you'll know what we're talking about.
3,
Okay, definitely not an impressive illusion, but definitely a humorous one that's sure to fool anyone who walks into your room. Could you imagine walking into, say, your brother's room and seeing that they don't have a screen on their laptop? It would definitely throw you off guard. Needless to say, despite it not being the most visually impressive illusion, it is definitely one of the more creative ones. You've just got to love how the desktop wallpaper is in line with all the wires behind the computer. Brilliant!
2,
Here we have a straightforward but awesome illusion. All you need to do is pay attention to one group of circles. Ready? Go! Notice how the others you're not focusing on are moving? It's still unknown how these types of illusions work, but nonetheless, it's still a pretty cool illusion to look at.
1,
Now this one is a bit of a weird one, as you might notice the illusion straight away. So believe it or not, the checkerboard in the background is actually straight and not warped. The reason it looks so warped is because of the white and red hearts. This, in tangent with the background pattern, makes it look as if the image is not only warped, but also moving in a wave-like motion. And that's our list. Know any other optical illusions? Tell us about them in the comments section below. Please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.